Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Saturday, 8th of April 2023. April 8 in 1945, after an air raid accidentally destroys a train carrying about 4,000 Nazi concentration camp internees in Prussian Hanover. The survivors are massacred by Nazis. 8 April 1950, India and Pakistan signed the Liaquat Nehru Pact also. 8 April 1929, at the Delhi Central Assembly, Bhagat Singh and Bhatukeshwar Dutt throw handouts and bombs to court arrest. So, starting the newspaper analysis, the newspaper The Hindu states that mission to map rural India's cultural assets covers over 1 lakh villages. Modhera in Gujarat has been showcased for being the first solar-powered village in India. The Hindu newspaper also states that with 2024 LS polls in mind, Kharge calls up opposition leaders. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, along with the opposition MPs, take out a Tiranga March from Parliament to Vijay Chowk in New Delhi recently. The Hindu newspaper also states that House panel appraised of collusive threat from China and Pakistan. While the Indian Navy's fleet is growing, it must further expand capacity, officials said. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper states that government nod for 42 of 75 biogas plants marked for the urban areas. In her budget 2023-24 speech on February, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman had announced the setting up of 500 biogas plants across the country under the Gobardhan scheme. Of these, 75 plants were to be set up in urban areas. Biomethanation plants convert wet waste into biogas. Indian Express also states that Uttarakhand cricket coach arrested in Pakso case. In his complaint registration on March 28, the girl's father accused Shah of molesting his daughter several times and asking for sexual favors for himself and 2 others. Police said they have recorded the statements of alleged victim and 2 other girls from the academy. Indian Express also states that NCERT delegations show a non-academic partisan agenda. Historians, in a statement which was signed by historians and academics including Mridula Mukherjee, Irfan Habib, Apronandan, Upinder Singh and Omar Chakrabarti, among others, they said the selective dropping of chapters and passages was a great concern. On Wednesday, the Indian Express first reported that the NCERT had deleted content pertaining to Mahatma Gandhi's assassination and his assassination Nathuram Godse. Significantly, these deletions did not figure in the list of rationalized content that was officially released by the NCERT in June last year. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that a Delhi woman suspected in murder left in a nice man note on victim's bed. A week after a 54-year-old businessman was found dead at a hotel room in Safdarjung enclave in South Delhi, the crime branch of Delhi police on Sunday said they have arrested a 29-year-old woman in a connection with the case. Senior officers aware of the case said. Delhi police have arrested a 29-year-old woman a week after a 54-year-old businessman was found dead at a hotel room in Safdarjung enclave in South Delhi. Hindustan Times also states that Indian Meteorological Department predicts isolated heat wave condition from April 13. Isolated heat wave conditions are likely over parts of the northwest and east India on some days between April 13 and 19, the Indian Meteorological Department has said. Rains in the second half of March kept the temperatures in check in Delhi. Hindustan Times also states that after deadly attack, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu mobilizes army reserve police. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu mobilized police and army reserves late Friday after a separate attacks killed three people in the West Bank and Tel Aviv in the latest escalation of the deadly violence. Israeli gather near the Hamra junction in the northern part of the Jordan Valley in the occupied West Bank following a shooting attack on April 7, 2023. Two women were killed and another seriously wounded in a shooting attack on a vehicle in the occupied West Bank, Israel Army and medics said on April 7. Going towards the economy of the country, tax paid by senior citizens surges to over rupees 1 lakh crore. Senior citizens filing their income tax returns at special counters in Bengaluru. Hyundai, a symbol of India-South Korea ties. Dr. S. Jaishankar, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar with South Korea's Foreign Minister Park and Jin in New Delhi on Friday, 7 April 2023. Offshore windmills to come up near Thoothukudi within a year to generate 2,000 megawatt. A power generating windmill turbine is pictured at a sunrise at a wind park in the Avesnes, Lissac, France, April 3, 2023. But towards the world news, including Ukraine says data leak in his Russian effort to show doubt about a counter-offensive. Taiwan would be supported from engaging with the world, President says. Russia-Ukraine battle over Bakhmut. Macron urges China to help in ending a war. Watch Jacinda Ardern bids farewell to the New Zealand Parliament in the tearful address. Chinese researchers publish a COVID origin data from a Wuhan market. What was the Science and Technology Cabinet approves LIGO India gravitational wave detector to be built in Yamaha. An aerial view of LIGO detector site near Livington, Louisiana, United States, 2016. Which Indian Space Research Organization completes two crucial tests for Gaganyaan mission. Testing of Vikas engine was carried out at ISRO Propulsion Complex IPRC Mahendragiri on April 6, 2023. How short-beaked echidnas beat the heat. Short-beaked echidnas blow mucus bubbles to keep cool. At last, there's a famous quotation said by a famous scholar, Nelson Mandela, whose birth anniversary is 18 July 1918 to 5 December 2013. Was a South American anti-apartheid activist and a politician who served as the first president of the South Africa from 1994 to 1999. He was the country's first black head of the state and the first elected in fully representative democratic election. His government focused on dismantling the legacy of the apartheid by fostering racial reconciliation. Ideologically an African nationalist and a socialist, he served as the president of the African National Congress ANC party from 1991 to 1997. Mr. Nelson Mandela states a famous quotation. He says that, remember that hope is a powerful weapon, even when all else is lost. Okay, thank you.